Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being on my channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming from during and after narcissistic abuse. And I want to make this video today about when you see the narcissist for who they are, they lose their power and control over you if you use it to see it for what it is, right? If you choose it. Let me explain. The narcissists are the ultimate, like they're ultimate manipulators, but they basically live stealing, right? This is a free will universe, which means that we make consensual agreements all the time, not just in our words, not just in our documents, but in our energy. Nothing can infiltrate your energy, your thoughts, your beliefs, your world without your consent. But narcissists manipulate your consent. They manipulate your free will. Guess what? If you have sex with someone who tells you something or says something to get sex from you, they've stolen from you. If you give someone your time, attention, money, praise, love, because they project an illusion of who they are, right, in order to get that from you, they've stolen from you. Anyone who does anything that isn't directly honest on what they're receiving from you on what premise, right, is stealing from you. So they're stealing all the time, but this is a free will universe. Now, when I say free will universe spiritually, I don't mean it's a fair universe. And most of us get stuck on it's not fair. I didn't know what I was getting into. Oh, with the narcissist, you will not understand this vortex that you're getting into. Right? They don't show the agreement up front, but all they look for is your consent. So when you see the narcissist for who and what they are, they lose power and control. But here's the deal with the devil. If you continue to give them your energy, your love, your resources, your time, you're consenting. Even when they invade the psychic realm, which they do all the time, and they are controlling your thoughts, right? I'm going to talk about trauma bonds and how this applies. They're controlling your thoughts. You think you can't stop talking about them because it's a psychic attack. You might dream about them. You might wake up thinking about them. They impermeate your energetic field. There are still things you can do. I've got tools on this channel to break psychic ties. I'm also relaunching Sovereign. I think I'm going to open it officially for the modules July 17th. So you've got till then to get into this round if you'd like to. That is great at helping you heal all this, right? And manifest your best life. But beyond that, so here's the thing. They manipulate your free will, they manipulate your consent. But when you see them for who and what they are, it's your position of power to set yourself free. The minute I came out, that's why I talk so much about get out of cognitive dissonance and how to easily do it. I talk a lot about seeing the truth of the spiritual truth behind it. Because when I stopped projecting empathy, when I stopped projecting emotions, when I understood everything I'd learned in personal development, in growth, in peak performance, and how to have very cool, amazing relationships with people who are with their humanity intact, does not apply to narcissists. In fact, you've got to almost do the opposite with a narcissist. When I understood who and what they were, then I could deal with them appropriately, which was just to not project empathy and humanity on them. They are a soul-detached human operating with an entity of consciousness, which we're calling narcissism, right? They don't have emotions like we do. You might irritate their demons, which will look like jealousy, which will look like rage, which will look like a lot of channeled aggression, but it's just aggression when their demons get irritated, right? It's not jealousy because they care and they love you. It's not anger because they're truly upset. It's all aggression used against you to erode you and keep you stuck. You see, the work of the devil, the work of the narcissist is completely to keep you not evolving, not true to your own soul purpose, right? Not doing your mission on the planet. Our job is to set ourselves free overall, right? So let's talk about the trauma bond, right? This enmeshment is extremely strong because say a normal addiction would just affect you emotionally and physically, and that can be very, very difficult to break. But this is affecting you spiritually and in the psychic realm. You can break it. People in my work break it. Join Sovereign if you can all the time. But you have to choose to. Our intention is everything. Secondly, it's not based on love. So here's what happens in the effery. I won't swear today, I don't think. I don't know why, but for those of you who don't like swearing and there's kids in the room, effery, the mental mind traps and the mind effery of the narcissist is that they know if they hurt you so badly, and that's why they'll want to be the most significant person in your life, but for the wrong reasons, to traumatize you so badly that you'll never forget them, and they will have affected your life negatively and destructively. That is what they go for. So if they can cause enough pain, your life could be defined by them if you don't heal. Secondly, when someone causes a lot of pain, we get a very strong attachment. We kind of want the person who caused it to take it away, but our mind goes, I feel so strongly for this person that I must really love them. This is nothing to do with love. Love does not feel like a trauma bond, nothing like it, right? So, for example, the narcissist will set you up in situations to invoke negative emotions like jealousy, like feeling abandoned, like feeling emotionally neglected, right? This pain towards them is creating the trauma bond the whole time. Because it's such a strong feeling, you think you love them. But I promise you, when you break the trauma bonds, you'll realise that this relationship was not based on love. They have no love to give. And actually, what you're giving, you're trying to give love to them. I've made many videos on love and why everything I talk about spiritually is very clear when you pour love on a narcissist. The only thing in the universe that does not thrive unless it's dead with love. You pour love on a plant, there's science that the plant will grow better if you say loving words and channel your energy. You pour love on human beings, they will generally rise in some way and thrive in some way. You pour love on a narcissist, it gets more destructive, right? Totally obvious when you see what you're looking for. So the trauma bond has got nothing to do with love. It's got to do with when you feel intense pain towards someone. So they're going to constantly put you in situations where you're antagonized, tormented, abandoned, neglected. I mean, isn't it a great trip? Why on earth? You know, are we in it? Why? Well, the reason being the manipulation. The strong enmeshment makes you feel like I must love it. You love it as much as a heroin addict loves heroin or an alcoholic loves alcohol. Love-hate relationship, because all it's doing is harming you in the long term and you know it, right? So we have to understand that love does not feel like a trauma bond in any way, right? Love sets us free. Love is an expansive energy. It's like if I am in love with someone, I get to be more of me and they get to be more of them, and we have this beautiful thing together. And if I truly love someone, I would make hard decisions for what's right for them, right? I wouldn't try and control, dominate, or especially hurt them. So we are here in a nightmare, in a world of pain, in narcissistic abuse. And let me assure you that the purpose of your life was not narcissistic abuse, the end. The purpose of your life does not need narcissistic abuse to come into your soul purpose, your spiritual truth, and what you actually came on the planet to experience. But this narcissistic stuff is a distortion. It's like a virus, a corruption that's got out of hand. So that to break free, be sovereign, understand, right, when you see the narcissist for who and what they are, they lose power and control over you, because now you can make an informed decision, but you've still got to choose to act differently in relation to them and stop projecting humanity on things that are devoid of it, right? And everything they do to trap you, everything they do to make the illusion, like who they project they are, all the lies, all the scheming, all the rubbish, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion, right? So when you come into the truth and you know the truth, you don't need the narcissist to know the truth. The narcissist actually does know the truth. But if you try and get them to admit it or, you know, want them to see it, you're still unhealed, right? Because you're trying to appeal to their humanity, which doesn't exist. You're thinking you can have harmony with someone who can't have it. Who doesn't even want it, right? Doesn't even want it. You've got to know the truth and act accordingly. So if you want to join Sovereign, the link's in the comments. I also have a membership now called Live Fully Now, which is all about weekly themes and living our best lives, right? That's just going to be a community space. Other than that, guys, lots of love. I'll speak to you soon.